All right, some interesting stuff here. And in some people's minds, this lends credence to the notion that Tommy Fury didn't want to fight Jake Paul in the first place. So Jake Paul has come out and said that he should sue Tommy Fury in light of some recent comments made by Tommy's father, John Fury. So if we scroll down here, we'll see that John Fury did an interview with DAZN in which he said the following, quote, Tommy wasn't exactly in training. He'd only had about 10 days because he'd been on holiday and it was a surprising thing for him. I was away and being busy elsewhere, so I never got the chance to look at it properly. When I've paid it attention, I noticed the whole thing wasn't right anyway, but I said, okay, it is what it is. If you want to go over there and box him, do it. I said, you're experienced enough now and it's a 50-50 platform. I know you could be fitter, you're overweight, but it's entirely up to yourself because I'm busy and I can't do it. So he said, okay, then I'll do my own thing and I'll go fight him anyway because I can beat him. All right, so those are the words of John Fury and DAZN. And after hearing these comments, Jake Paul took to Twitter and said, I should sue this fool. His own dad exposes why he pulled out a second time. And then, of course, you had Tommy Fury responding to the situation after Jake Paul said he would come fight Tommy Fury in the UK for 500, you're paying Tommy Fury 500K. And Tommy said, I wouldn't get out of bed for 500K. Let me know when you're ready to have a serious conversation. All right, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Are you one of those people who thinks this lends credence to the notion that Tommy never really wanted to fight in the first place because his dad said that he wasn't in shape, he hadn't really been training, and that he was surprised to learn that Jake Paul was targeting the fight again? He said that Tommy was overweight and so on. And he also said that because he's busy, he wouldn't be able to, I guess, do the job of being Tommy's trainer, but he can't go to the US anyway. So I'm not sure what else he could be busy with. Who knows? I've always felt as though John might be a bit controlling, or at least try to be a bit controlling over certainly Tommy, but maybe earlier on in Tyson's career, Tyson as well. And I don't know how his sons actually take that, whether they really push back hard or whether they kind of go along with the stuff that John's saying to some degree. I don't know. But that's the impression I get, that maybe John is trying to be a bit controlling. And then maybe the relationship between John and Tommy isn't always that smooth because John is such an imposing character. And when he doesn't get his way, maybe he goes off and sulks and, so on and so forth. Again, I did get the impression that happened a few times with Tyson. But all that aside, why would John say this kind of stuff publicly, knowing how Jake and his team are going to perceive it? Maybe he wanted to punish his son, do you know what I mean, for not doing what he said. I don't know. Or maybe it was just a blunder by John Fury, not realizing the way that the opposition would use this. Or perhaps the two sides are in cahoots and that they're going to fight down the line sometime anyway, and they know that controversy sells. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Me personally, I'm just disappointed because I was really looking forward to this fight. Yes, it's a pair of novices, but I think that both of them are athletic. Jake Paul can certainly punch. Tommy Fury, well, he hasn't shown tremendous punching power so far in his professional career, but this time he'd be going up against a YouTuber. How well can Jake Paul actually take a shot? Can he take Tommy Fury's power? Remains to be seen. So I'm disappointed that the fight's not going ahead. Maybe it can happen sometime down the line, but with these situations, I always feel like the more green both fighters are, the better fight it'll end up being in terms of excitement. Once both fighters have built up a certain degree of experience, a certain amount of experience, they become too savvy to walk into the usual traps. And that can, sometimes or in many cases, result in a less exciting fight. Not a fight that's completely boring necessarily, but a fight that isn't perhaps full of the same number of thrills and spills that it might have been if you had two green fighters with a chip on their shoulder young, full of adrenaline and testosterone, who just want to prove themselves to the fans. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'll leave it there. You guys drop your comments below.